Hey, what's going on, y'all? My name's Phil Special, meter of hard mode selected, and I'm just here to tell you real quick. If you've seen the Linkin Park from Xero episode, which I'm really proud of, I don't normally like to say proud. It's not the word I usually reach for. But like, I guess I fuck with it. I fuck with that episode heavy. Like, I think it's solid. And, it's just a real, just like laid back conversation between two friends about their passion for Linkin Park and what we think and what we feel about the new developments with the band. You should check it out if you haven't. And actually, I don't know why you would be watching this video if you haven't checked out the actual pod episode. But nonetheless, this is an add-on to that episode. This is just me wanting to speak on some verbiage I used that I think is the incorrect way to address a group of people and an issue. So I wanted to make sure I tackled this right away, so that anyone listening doesn't feel othered or less than or disrespected or anything like that. Because that's not what I was going for. I did have a friend hit me up, a really, really good friend, who brought to my attention that I used the word female as a noun while referring to women or human beings who identify as female, and that was not great, I guess. It wasn't the intent. What I was trying to do, you can find this at where can you find this? You can find this at the 113.00 mark and the 117.36 mark. Those two separate sections. I do it in that video where I'm like, be a female and blah 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 blah. I want to make sure that I address this because there are a lot of videos out there where you get you get male podcasters doing the red pill bullshit, and they're very much like this high value female, them females, they don't know how to act, female this, then female, like it's fucking disgusting. I hate it. But that's not what I was going for. I think I'm very much ADHD brained, and I have a lot of ideas that flow through my head at once. I get really excited about all of them, and sometimes they're even related to each other. And so I will, I'll get this stream of consciousness going, but like my mouth, which I'm still training, still working on my whole vocal apparatus as an actor and performer, but my mouth sometimes just can't keep up with the ideas, and I don't want to lose the ideas. So I will commonly misspeak. I'll say some things that don't make sense or don't work really well, aren't the ideal ways to phrase it. It doesn't happen super often, but it does happen, and I wanted to make sure that I addressed this. Look, for those who aren't clued into this, when you refer to someone who identifies as female, and you use the word female, it's best to use it as an adjective, like female dancer, female actor, female president, female whatever, and that's different. Or you can use a more specific word like, or it's good to use a more specific word like, woman, girl, lady, things of this nature, right? But like at the time, the thought process for me was very much, I didn't want to say woman or girl, even though I was talking specifically about the situation that Emily Armstrong was in, because Emily Armstrong is a woman. But nonetheless, I wanted to zoom back and say that like anytime anyone of female origin, sort of takes a position that is typically held by a male, or used to be held by a male performer or artist or individual, I usually like, to point out how that's not going to go particularly well, just because people are shit. Misogyny and bigotry are just like so alive in the world, and that's seemingly always going to be an issue, something that has to be fought. So that was the point I was trying to make in both places. But I didn't want to use specifically woman because it's like it doesn't just happen to grown women. It happens to young girls as well. It happens to female individuals at various points throughout their life, regardless of age, regardless of ethnicity, regardless of whether they're cis or trans. I was trying to be as inclusive as possible. And I could have said female individual, or I could have said be female, right? Because I think the word a is what makes it, like, kind of derogatory, kind of like, oh, like, look at that female over there. It's a female over there. I don't want a female telling me what to do. Like, even though I wasn't speaking from that place and I didn't have that kind of toxic masculine energy, and it's very apparent because in the video I am legitimately trying to shout down sexism. But nonetheless, I still used the wording, and I just wanted to make sure that anyone watching, anyone listening, knew that that's not what I was trying to. That's not the energy I was trying to come at it with. That's not the ideology I'm trying to promote. That's not typically my speech pattern. Just brain going light speed, mouth going sound speed, and collisions like this happen. Also, it's important to note that I do feel like I am a little bit socialized in that regard. I think a few minutes ago I just said like a male, right? Like, and then I caught myself and corrected the next time I used the word male. But like, honestly, I'm a bit socialized to do this because I think like as an actor, I still see breakdowns. They're like, lead male, lead female, and like, I think in that regard, I'm just used to seeing like male and female thrown around that way as nouns and like not even thinking too much about it. Now they do have like an adjective in front of it, which might be similar to having, the adjective be male or female. I don't know all the rules or all the expectations or desires. So there's that. I also have someone really close to me in my life who is a woman who is, primarily, exclusively attracted to women and romantically interested in women. And she often uses the term female or females as nouns. And, I'm not here to judge her or put her on blast. Like, that's her prerogative. She is of that, gender. So like, she gets to, I think she gets to do that. That's just my opinion, but like probably just by like hanging around her a lot, I may have absorbed it. That happens when you're close to people, but like, there are boundaries and rules for a reason when it comes to the way we socialize. Just because my white friends hang out with me a lot doesn't mean they get to say nigga whenever they want, right? Like, and I don't think female is the same thing as the N-word. They're not on the same level, but still, I don't want to just don't want to make anyone feel like I'm dehumanizing them or objectifying them in some way. And so I just wanted to make sure I addressed that. So that's pretty much it. This probably won't be the last time I have to clarify something I said. It's funny. I thought about there's this movie so many years ago. I don't remember what it was. Benedict Cumberbatch was promoting a film that deals with I think racism, and he was speaking out against racism, and he used the word colored, and he got dragged online for it and whatever, and it was bad press for a minute. I guess there's no such thing as bad press. It was just people were mad, and he came back out and he apologized for it. He's like, and this is so embarrassing because the thing I was trying to speak out against is racism, and I used the word colored. But I remember that moment thinking like, yeah, that is. I don't know how that happens, but then I thought about it some more and I was like, well, he's from the UK. I think in the UK and like Africa and in certain places, like the word colored doesn't carry the exact same context as it does in America, where it has a very clearly negative othered context. So, sometimes, it's just nice to have some understanding for people. People don't usually, I shouldn't say usually, there are those who don't mean to any harm. But they may have not used ideal verbiage, and I get to be in that club now. I'm in the same club as Benedict Cumberbatch. How honored am I? I really adore him as an actor. But nonetheless, I just remember like kind of giggling about that when that happened, and yeah, here I am now. But yeah, no, I just want to make sure everyone knows what we're about here at Hard Mode Selected. If you watch the video, you'll notice that Drado doesn't do the same thing. You know, whenever Drado uses the word female comes out of Drado's mouth, he uses it as an adjective. So, in any case, hopefully this video explains what I needed it to explain. I hope you still enjoy the From Xero video. We're big Linkin Park fans, and I hope it doesn't, derail your enjoyment of the podcast. In any case, I will see you guys next time.